belly shining bright, diamonds dancing in the night. Ferrari parked under moonlight, living fast but feeling right. My bay wave, champagne rain, golden order, no more pain. Every second ultra prime, luxury written in time.
Oh my god, it's Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. I got to the beach house last night, as you will have seen. I got here after dark, which was a bit chaotic and scary, but it all worked out. And then I got in my room and there was a book there called In Too Deep, and I was like, that accurately sums it up. I'm just speaking quietly because, well, it's 6 AM and yeah, the sun rose. Today my plans are just to explore around this place, go for a couple swims, things like that, and then yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. You get free breakfast, and honestly, this is the kind of place that I thought of when I thought like I was going to Fiji. Where I was staying the past 2 nights was very like, not suburban, but kind of, so I'm really grateful to be here. Yeah, let's see what we see. So I just pulled out my camera to film myself, and I was like embarrassed because this guy saw me, and I was like, ah! So I just continued on my walk, and on my way back, just as I'm arriving, he pulls out a drone and starts like flying it, making so much noise because this dog's like chasing it. And I was like, okay, I'm not even embarrassed anymore. Like, people with drones can sometimes be like crazy, or well, this guy was just on some vibe, and I was like, I'm not even embarrassed. So there's that. Okay, I'm going the best walk, and I'm just going back to the room now to get a bit more ready because I'm boiling. It is starting to get so hot.
I'm in my belly shining, diamonds dancing in the night. Ferrari parked under moonlight, living fast but feeling right. My bay wave, champagne rain.
So I just had my free breakfast, which was like classic continental things. So I had just kind of the most basic bread with the most basic peanut butter, and it was from 7 to 10. So I had like my first breakfast at 7, and now I don't even know what time it is because I didn't take my phone with me, which was so nice. But yeah, I wanted to come back and show the room because it's really nice. Basically, it's kind of like luck of the draw, so I just happened to get a really good one with 2 girls, so it is unisex, but yeah, which is so good. I showed a little bit, well, I took a couple of videos last night of the bathroom, but it was dark, so I want to show better in the day. Okay, so firstly, this is where you come in. And then we have one bunk, my bed, I made it up, looks nice. Another bed, another bed, another bed. And then there's 2 lockers. I just have some stuff in that one. And I always bring a flexi lock because you never know like what kind of lock you're gonna get. So these are so much better. And then there's no aircon, there was just fans last night, but it was honestly perfect. Then you come out here and we have our own private bathroom, which is so nice. Look how pretty it is. And then there's an outdoor shower. Like, can you freaking believe that? It's so nice. And last night I was just out here showering and I was like looking up at the palm trees and the stars, and I was like, Does it get any better than this? So yeah, there's that, and then there's this stunning view, and then there's just a toilet as well. So yeah, that's the room. It's super nice. It was, I'll put the price and the link down below so you know what one it is. But basically I watched a YouTube video of another girl coming to this place in Fiji. Basically I only saw one YouTube video of anyone before I booked this trip, and I was like, I feel like there's not that many or not that much info about like travelers going to Fiji who are not just like families or going on a bougie holiday. So hopefully this video I can give a bit more info and insight into that. Some other things to note is that it's bottled water everywhere, but buy it at the supermarkets if you can. I'm at the resort right now, and it just cost me 3 times as much for a bottle of water. They did have rainwater and tap water, and they did say it was safe, but I would just rather not risk it. What else? I took a bus here last night. Oh my god, that was a crazy hectic experience. I would 1000% recommend that you go to the Vodafone store as you get into the airport in Fiji. Sort your transport card out there, because it would just be so much easier. You might be able to pay with cash for the trip, but yeah, I'll try to like leave some photos or like more instructions on how to do the bus from Nandi to Coral Coast, because it was honestly kind of confusing, and the local people were so sweet and like were helping me and like all making sure I got on the bus. Like one woman had a little kid and she like positioned her body and like put me in front of her to make sure I got on, which was so sweet. And at one of the stops, one of the guys was asking me like if I wanted to get off and get food. Yeah, so that was amazing. What else? I'll check back in later with some more thoughts, and yeah, I'll try a video a bit more. But so far I would say 10 out of 10 really good, really beautiful. Also 10 out of 10 complicated, as in this has been the hardest trip probably I've taken so far, just because there's not so much info online. It's not, the infrastructure is built for tourists but not in like a traveler kind of way, which I knew going into this, but I didn't realize in reality that it would be how it would really be. So I feel like I've learned a lot, and put myself in a few situations where I've been like, okay, let's not do that again. So yeah, hope you can hear me okay because of the fans. Alrighty, I'm gonna head back to the beach, read some more of my book after I've applied some more sunblock, and yeah, they have hammocks like all along, so gorgeous. Okay. Something I'm speaking quietly in case anyone hears me, but something I also wanted to be real about is the cost. So I'm also going to put how much everything costs me, because I think that's really important. I've managed to do everything as budget as possible. I'm sure there are ways of doing it better. I don't think there are ways of doing it better. I really think I did my best, and with the planning, everything timings. So yeah, hopefully that will give you a good guide on how much you actually need to budget. And yeah, also to note that I've taken out, I'll put it here, X amount of cash. I've also had to negotiate like taxis. That was kind of a thing. You can go by the meter, but you might get ripped off. I took a local bus the first day, which turned out to be just a bit of a crazy experience. Yeah, I feel like there's been a lot of moments I've wanted to bring out my camera this trip, but it's actually not been safe. Like, not in a way where I'm not sure how to put it, because it's not that it's an unsafe place. It's just I've been in situations like where I got to the bus stop basically the first day. I got on a bus which I thought was going to take me to my location, but it didn't. So I got off at the main bus terminal. Now I was getting off, I was the only white person, the only traveler, the only person with a backpack, with like a suitcase, and it was so obvious that I was foreign. I didn't know where I was going, I didn't know what I was doing. There's no signs, Google Maps doesn't work, so I was having to like go up and ask people. I didn't have the right transport card, so obviously wasn't going to bring out my camera at that time. Also, I've been like, if I've been alone in, say I was in Nandi town, which I wanted to take videos of, it also wasn't necessarily safe from like a perspective of, I was also the only like tourist, because most tourists go to like the tropical resorts, so yeah, that also wasn't safe. And then last night when I got off the bus, or when I was on the bus and got off the bus, it was like dark, and getting to the bus stop was just like hectic, and people were already staring or already curious about what I was doing because it was different, so it just didn't feel like the right time or place. So yeah, this vlog might just show like the nicest parts, but just know that there's other parts too, just to be aware of. Perfectly fine, perfectly okay if you're a solo female traveler and you just have your wits about you. Don't pull out your phone, don't pull out your camera, and you're just locked in, like you just have to walk like this, etc. Like normal safety tips. Yeah. Just wanted to include that because I think it's important to note, because I didn't know that going into it. It reminded me a lot of India. Okay. So one of the girls just came in and asked if I wanted to go kayaking with them as they were going, and she kind of just said it offhandedly, and I was just like, I don't really want to go kayaking, but I will because then I'll meet some people. So yeah, I did that and it was really fun. I'm now going to take my book and just go read outside for a while and maybe have some nice chats. Okay, let's go. I'm talking quietly because there's some people next door, but today has been absolutely perfect. After the girls asked me to go kayaking, I basically hung out with them all day. We played pool, ping pong, chatted, and then we would all just like swim or like read out of the sun in the hammocks, as you've all seen. Yeah, then we just came back, showered, got ready for dinner. Yeah, it's literally been the absolute most perfect Christmas day I could have ever hoped for. I've loved it so much. I haven't gone on my phone at all to check any messages, so it's been so nice.
Rosa melodia, uma mistura perfeita de natureza, cultura e felicidade. Cada dia é uma nova oportunidade para sorrir, dançar e aproveitar tudo que a vida tem a